And bring your volumes in, and there we are. So, welcome everyone.
Oh my god.
Woohoo! It's so bright in here, I gotta turn my lights. Alright, we're good.
Hello and welcome
Yeah!
to the internet. Welcome to Twitch and Facebook and maybe YouTube
Yeah,
and other
YouTube.
various places that you are watching this from. The toilet while you sit there. Your bed while you can't sleep. Who knows?
Pornhub.
Nope. This campaign. Anyways, welcome back to Arcanus Rebirth, session 7. As we continue, my friends, I think so. As we continue, our valiant party ventured forth into the town of Alderford, seeking to uncover the secrets behind the oppressive taxation. Well, you really weren't seeking, but you decided to seek the secrets behind the oppressive taxation plaguing its people. However, their noble quest took an unexpected turn when a group of serpentine assassins, henchmen of the notorious Crimson Hand, launched a ruthless attack on our heroes, aiming to end their journey prematurely. Through quick thinking and skillful combat, courageous adventurers narrowly escaped the deadly assault. Unyielding in their pursuit of justice, they pressed on with their investigation, unmasking a startling truth. Uncovered that the vile puppeteer pulling the Crimson Hand's sinister strings in Alderford was none other than leader of a UNT leader and UNT herself. Altercation within her office after confronting her, where her and her UNT henchmen fought you, but you delivered a devastating blow, propelling Lady Gwyngrave out of a window into the streets below. Now you stand there when the silence breaks, as it sits for a minute and breaks, where the truth is laid out bare for all to witness, as it screams from out in the street, pierces the air. As you glance, you can see a crowd beginning to gather, all standing over serpentine corpse.
Sort of brush myself off, and then I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna just leave the room.
Heading down the stairs.
Yeah. Actually, just jump out. Acrobatics, is that?
Jump down.
15.
15. You manage to land. Dust begins to like billow around as you have one leg over each part, like over each side of the corpse of the crowd. Like, scream, like they muffle the voices at the sight of you as you land in your towering presence. What the rest of you do?
I'm going to walk up to the window, look down, go, oh shit, and then retreat back into the house and go downstairs.
You head down. Marmalade standing on the table as you walk by.
I go, psst, psst.
He's gonna attempt to jump onto your bag. What kind of bag? Do you have a satchel or like backpack?
Probably a backpack.
He's gonna jump onto the backpack and climb up and do this kind of like a curl sit around your shoulders a bit, but using the backpack for support. And just let you take him down.
That's right. So it's been a hot minute. Yanti in the woods, like, do they usually go in towns?
Trey, I am sure you have never seen a
Yeah, I've never heard of anything. So
these are freaky snake people. To most of you, this is freaky snake people. This is not. They are not a common occurrence that anyone would be aware of.
Yeah.
At least of your station. May have an idea, may have learned a little bit about them in school, but mostly as fiction, as stories, things like that.
I was gonna say, would I be able to roll like a history check to determine?
Here, give me a history check. Give me a history check on how much facts versus fiction that you learn.
So if May's gonna go out of the room with Kiro,
I know absolutely nothing. That was a 7.
Oh, it's fancy. You've heard of many different magics that fuse genetics of creatures into different animals. Minotaurs, centaurs. There's many different animal folk. And nothing that ever was fact. Nothing that was ever brought to you in a way that was factual. All this fantasy.
So could I pull a tooth and get like a scale sample?
Oh, of the there is no. You'll have to go down into the street.
Oh, it's not. There's not.
Lady Wingrave. Lady Wingrave is out the window, and the other Yanti that you fought jumped out another window, and seemingly either turned into a snake and he dipped out.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I'll look through the place. I'm not real good at finding anything, but
give me an investigation check, and I'll say Haven probably will assist you. So you
won't have a 12 with advantage.
You rifle through the deck on the desk. Find a couple more.
Hold on, I can't hear you, Tim. What was that?
All right, you see, I was mumbling to myself. You find 2 letters. What languages do you speak?
That is a good question. Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Giant.
You see a language written in a runic language that you don't understand. But you do have Haven assist.
Yeah. I'll give
As you find that letter, you lay it out on the table. Haven goes over and he explains there more communication with the Crimson Hand about going-ons in the town, things that they've been doing, taxation, win for pickup for money and things like that, but no real new information.
Just more confirmation.
Just more with the 12, just more confirming information that you already kind of knew.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I'm otherwise I'll just hang in the back.
While Trey and Haven pilfer through the desk, what are you doing? Heroes just jumped out the window, and May has gone out to go out the stairs. Ramsey is fiddling around the room as well with Trey and Haven.
I'll look about the other rooms, see if I can find any other potential traces of what Crimson Hand and what's going
I
on.
mean, an investigation.
Or also, see if I can let's see if I find anything of magic. If there's any nefarious means going on. So, big chunky dice. That's a straight 14.
14, you start examining some of the other rooms, and you find one small room that the roof had caved in from the fire a few nights ago. You see a bookcase, and there's nothing on it. Most of the books have fallen off, and it's off kilter from where a beam fell and hit it. And you can just see a gap behind the bookcase. It looks like it leads to another room.
Oh shit.
Let me see how I go. I will say it's caved in and there's now like a hole and like can I see the ground?
In the room, you mean?
Yeah.
It's very, very small gap. You can see what looked to be from that angle. Can't really see the floor too much. Though you can see that there's something maybe drawn or written on the floor, and you can see several candles, not lit but strewn about.
Well, first I will message. I'll use message back to Trey. Say, I've seemed to have found a secret room behind a bookcase.
Whoa. Yeah, let me grab Haven. We'll be right there. Where are you in the house?
I'll explain where I've gone to the burnt place. To the burnt, broken down side of the house.
Like, there's nothing here, but Naima's got something, Haven.
Haven will nod to you. He's going to continue to look over the papers, but he'll nod to you, affirming to go ahead.
All right, we'll go. Go see Naima.
Once he's got it, I'll pull the bookcase off. Well, attempt.
Oh yeah, give me a athletics or strength.
Athletics. 15 plus 2.
Yeah, you're made, and it's made to be moved. It's not like there's just a bit of debris. You're able to slide the bookcase over, and you can see where it normally makes that track. And you can see this what looks to be like an intricate room of small room, like 10, like 5 by 5 almost, like maybe 6 by 6, like not a huge room. But you can see like a low makeshift altar, and you can see what things that look to either be written in red paint or blood. Some runes and stuff, and you can see on the shelves. A little. You mean insight check?
Me? Or
Whoever wants to. You're both are there, so this is what you see in that room.
I'm going to use one of those for this.
16.
Same.
16. Okay, that's 16 for both of you. For insight, you see this little doll. It's a little like you ever like a little sack boy doll, like a little like hempen sack boy doll. Got brown yarn hair. Dressed very nicely for a doll, very finely. Looks like very noble dressed. And right around its neck, you can see what looked with a 16. You can see what looks to be a strand of human hair. Right.
One question. Does it look like for Lord Wingrave?
It's crude. Or you could definitely make that connection.
I mean, we're just gonna leave it, right? Because you don't want to mess with that stuff.
I'll grab it. I won't mess with the hair or anything for now, but I'll store it away.
And as you surely you both look around and you look up and there's big words written again. You need to paint. On the wall is. I'm just gonna ask. Karen, do you read Abyssal?
Nope, but the closest I'll have is probably Primordial.
Not quite the same.
I know,
but Haven, after finishing up in the other room, comes up behind you, seeing that you guys are investigating. His eyes adjust to the words coming sense to him. It says, written on the wall, it says, all for Cyrenax.
how is it spelled?
Siren, Sirenax, Cyrenax. And I'll say with a 16 as well, Kieran, or Trey, either one of you. On the bottom, underneath the table there, a little makeshift altar, you can see a medium-sized stone. It looks like there might be a space behind it. Small space, like yay big.
I'll kind of take a step back and motion for try to get back, and I'll use mold earth to move the stone.
That stone moves. Behind it, you can see a small wooden chest.
You
I'm just
any
gonna-
good with locks?
No, not at all. Wait, I don't know. Hold on. No, I'm not. That was obviously my brother and sister. That was their thing. So no.
Haven?
Haven might be. He's the adventurer. He's the one that should do anything. If we didn't have to touch anything in here. So if we can just go outside and.
Even takes his scimitar that he has and just tries to, he shrugs and tries to slam the scimitar into the lock, but it does not work. And he just kind of shrugs at you and goes, "Sorry, guys."
You want to carry that one too, Hammer?
Sure, if you don't want it.
I'm not touching anything in this room. Hey, where'd May go? I'm gonna go find May.
May went outside. So we'll cut,
Yeah.
as you guys cut and you pick up that chest. May, as you go down the stairs, you can see out the doorway a large crowd has begun to really gather. You can hear them, some screaming, some crying. Not Kiro, as you look up, you can see this crowd gathered around you. Like, what happened? Look, questions are starting to come. What happened? Who's that? Who is that? Is that Lady Wingrave? Like, you can just hear them all whispering, and this crowd
I'm just
mob
trying to,
is really starting to come around you.
I'm just trying to keep everyone calm. Listen, everyone, it's okay. Just go home.
Walk
Great
up behind
persuasion.
Kiro and I go, "Hey, there's really nothing to see here unless you are an authority of the city. Please back away, give some space, and get out of here."
You need persuasion with advantage, or honestly, you can do intimidation because that is somewhat intimidating. I'll say advantage persuasion, but if May just wants to do intimidation on her own, she can. I'll give you advantage on that because you're standing next to Kira.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
was sort of
fair.
saying the same message.
You were saying it kindly.
So that's a 16.
16. All right. Kiro, give me a persuasion.
That is persuasion. My skills. That is a 18.
It's been too long, and I'm forgetting NPC names. Sorry about that. Nope. That sentence is not even finished. Anyways, anyone wants to chime in with names if they remember it, it's fine. What you do see, you see the captain of the guard as the crowd begins to clear.
Captain Widow.
Widow was his last name, yes, Captain Widow, and I believe his lieutenant with the mustache and rapier was.
I do have that somewhere in here.
I have written down, I think it says Alec. It's chicken scratch.
Yes, yeah, Lieutenant Alec and Captain Widow. You do see them approaching from down the road. As they come closer, and the crowd begins to back off. They're not dispersing per se. Some do, but they're viewing from afar. And
Captain Widow and Lieutenant Whitaker. Yeah.
Like Whitaker. Yep. You see them approaching. You see Captain Widow looks disheveled, but he always has an air of togetherness with him, professionality. Same with Lieutenant Alec. They start approaching from behind them, Kiro, because you're tall enough. You see two horns. And
oh shit!
Very large minotaur in robes.
Oh fuck!
Coming behind them.
Oh god, no.
Just scooch over so I'm right behind May.
Captain
Behind?
Widow.
Oh,
Captain Widow
geez.
breaks through the crowd and goes, "All right, Hope, what's going on here? Someone explain themselves."
Well, I would think that the image before you was fairly self-explanatory. Explanatory.
Less
see,
than
when
you
we went-
think.
all right. Well, I will explain this. So when we went to go and speak with Lady Wingrave about, the missing funds and, the taxation of the peoples and everything, well, see, she kind of turned into that and then attacked us and did not win.
As you say this, you see Nikolai Bovinsky
Look.
come up to the crowd as he's listening to your explanation with the captain. I need you and Kiro to make, I believe, their wisdoms.
Oh.
Wisdom saving throws?
Just like
Can I
to
choose
note,
to fail?
Of course.
Okay. I choose to fail.
I
Ah.
don't know what the shit's going on, so I'm not.
Sorry, it's a charisma. It's a charisma save.
I'm not going to choose.
Charisma
to fail.
saving throw. I still choose to fail.
However, I just would like it to be known that I look Nikolai right in the eyes and just give him a firm, knowing nod.
Sure.
And
I'm gonna roll for sleight of hand on this, just because I don't want it to be
13.
13.
Yes.
13, and you choose the fail.
What if it was like, all right, and he fireballs you, and you die?
No.
That's
It's
not
fine.
charisma or wisdom saves. I feel pretty safe.
No.
That'd be hilarious.
As you begin to speak, May, and you're continuing to speak from this point on, neither of you can lie.
Wonderful. I wasn't expecting that. So that's wonderful. I continue with my story because I am not telling a lie.
Yeah, no, you're telling the truth. But Mr. Bavinsky does not know that, and he decided to make sure that what is being said
For
is
sure.
the truth.
And so you see, we kind of took care of the threat that was before us. It seems that she has been dealing with the Crimson Hand and is somehow affiliated with them in a very high up kind of way to our understanding. We're still going over some of the papers and everything, but this is about what we've gathered so far.
The lieutenant captain at the naming of the Crimson Hand, they look at each other again with kind of a confused look, like they don't recognize too much what you're saying.
Yeah, we don't really know who they are either.
Nikolai looks up the Minotaur and he goes, "Did you say the Crimson Hand?"
Yes, Professor, I did.
Gives you a quizzical look. And he goes, "See, I can affirm to you, Captain, that this is what they say is the truth. And you are Nikolai Enchanter Nikolai Bovinsky with the Arcanus Assembly." And he shows him like a little piece of paper with like a crest on it. And they overlook it and they go,
Did you say Enchanter?
Enchanter.
Okay, I have evocation.
Yes, you do. Evocation was his specialty when you were in school.
Okay.
Give me a history check.
Hopefully this one's better. That one's much better. 16.
Within the Arcanus Assembly, there is a formal ranking. And Enchanter, though also a school of magic, is a specific ranking within the Arcanus Assembly.
Okay. Tim, I just want to let you know that whenever you get too far from your mic, you get real quiet.
Thank you. Try this out.
That's much
A little
much
bit
better.
of this.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
All right. Yes, but
So
Enchanter is a ranking within the Arcanus Assembly.
Okay.
As May is like giving all the speech out, right? Clarifying.
Give me what's your passive perception?
9.
9. Cool.
Kira needs glasses.
Yeah, right. Kira does need glasses.
I imagine Kira with little spectacles. Square ones.
So, we'll say Trey and Naima then, as you guys are heading out, Mimsy is following along with you. She kind of rushes ahead of you with her wings out, goes out the door, and she looks up, and you just see her go into the light, just fly into the air. Roll perception checks for other people. You do see Nikolai kind of do a look up and then go back down to you what you were saying. And Naima and Trey, you guys come outside and you see this crowd dispersing now. The body of Lady Wingrave, Captain Widow and Lieutenant Whitaker, and then this very large Minotaur in long robes hanging off of him.
So we can probably determine that Lord Wingrave is not at fault for the crimes that he was accused of.
He's looking at you like dead in the eye, May, and he's nodding with you. All right. Yes. Captain, Lieutenant, I can confirm that these two are speaking the truth. Perhaps we should release Lord Wingrave. Right? They really do when they approach Nikolai. It's very almost reserved, like yeah. They really take what he says into account as like authority.
Should
They head over to the jail. What was that?
Kira just says we should get us some sandwiches.
They pause, and then Widow like slaps Whitaker on the back, and they like start heading down towards the jail.
In the crowd,
Hmm?
is anybody paying like too much attention, or is there any
Perception
blood
check.
on hands or paint?
Give me a perception.
That's really good. That's 17.
I'm just gonna
plus
get to cleaning up the blood.
22.
22. Roll a stealth. Really close, so this is what I'm gonna give you. You're going through the crowd. You're looking on, kind of analyzing everyone. When you make eye contact with someone, and you keep going, you keep scanning the crowd, and then you go back to seeing you, and you go, "Wait, was that the one that we fought that flew out the window?" And you go back into the crowd, but then he's gone.
Fuck.
Like you swear you saw him for a second, but then it was just the crowd moved and shifted, and somebody walked in front of your vision, and then all of a sudden,
Okay. Just gonna say, damn it, Naima, I lost him. But I don't know how message works, so you know.
I'll kind of just bend down over him. So last two.
There was someone. I think it was the one that we fought that jumped out.
And safe to say he's probably it has probably gone back to wherever these Crimson Hand come from.
Fuck. No, I wouldn't say that.
oh,
Cool.
So
my friends, and Professor Bavinsky looks at you all and goes, "What brings you here to Alderford in such fortune that you uncovered this nefarious conspiracy?"
We are on our way to make a delivery.
Delivered to where?
To
To the place that of the name that I forget.
Valencia.
Headed to the city, are you?
Yes.
Sorry, my name is Nikolai Bovinsky here with the Arcanus Assembly, and he reaches out for Kiro first for like a big old handshake. Yeah, like does like the the arm thing. Ha ha! Good comrade. And you are, and he looks down to you, man.
Dale?
Hello. Nice to meet you, Dale.
Yeah,
He
nice to
turns
meet you too.
to Trey and Naima.
Trey, Silverfin, Riverdale. Or Rivertown.
Riverdale. And he turns to you, Naima.
I'll give a full introduction to him. Naima Thunderwatcher Calgapine from Mount. What fuck was it called now?
I forget what it was.
Where the
The
fuck
name
is
of
it
the
now?
town. Come up with a name because we probably don't call it what they call it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I think your name in Giant would be much different than the common folk.
I'll probably say what the name is out in Giant.
Sure. Your long ass name. He gives a good hearty chuckle at that. Oh, quite a mouthful, my friend. This town owes you a debt. I have been, not I, but some of my colleagues have been.
You've cut off.
I know. No?
There we go.
Okay, good. My colleagues have been researching this Crimson Hand. Seems they have infiltrated many organizations.
So, Nicola, I believe your name was, yes?
Yes, please call me Nick.
Seeing as that is, I'm gonna look to the rest of the group. We uncovered some disturbing room in the manor. And my friend here has deciphered some words from writing in Abyssal.
So you say. Actually, to be fair, Naima, Haven doesn't know what language it is. He can only read it.
Okay.
Some language.
It's
Yeah.
a strange language, so. Interesting.
It's
Did it say?
I think this is like the second time we've found this too, right?
We've heard this name before.
Yeah.
It appears to be some kind of altar.
Disturbing, but not surprising. We've cleared out many infiltrations of this group, and they seem to be very cult associated.
Well, what is next then?
I will send word. I will send words to my colleagues. I will probably send more associates here from the assembly. I am currently, and he turns to Trey, headed west. And I'm curious, Mr. Silverfin.
Yeah.
I am researching a strange light that originated towards your hometown. I am actually heading that direction now. Do you have any information that might prove useful?
Oh, jeez. I think I might have something if I can find it.
The light was what we first investigated, where we followed it, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. That would be. I will say that is very similar. What he is describing to you is very similar to what you saw.
Right, and with the like dire wolf thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we actually find out what the light was, though?
No, there was that crazy like undead dude, and there was the lights, but we never really. He just like disappeared, and then something happened to Haven.
No, so like the purple beam of electricity was surging from the center of the cavern of the ruins that we
Right.
encountered. And then when we defeated the guys who were down there, the electricity faded, but there was one undead guy who kind of like took off or something.
He seemed like his body was being created or repaired by that energy. The more you fought him, the more time went on, his body was regenerating to more of a less undead look.
Right.
Isn't
then
that
he
when
died.
Haven got his bow?
Yes. I think after that. But when you defeated him, though, there was a gem that stayed, and
Right.
that flew out of the opening in the cavern and just kind of shot off into the sky.
Oh, that's right. That's right. For some reason, I thought that like
On the
that
way
had
back,
something to do with.
Haven got his during that trip back, his bow.
I think
appeared to him.
he got it like in the caves. That's why it's in my hand. Anyways,
I'll actually.
relay all that to him.
I mean, this guy looks official, right?
Yeah, no, he even showed you, and you and May and Haven might be the only ones aware of the Arcanus Assembly, but they're not a governmental like association, but they are very held in high regards within the government. They're a collection of magic users and wizards. Not a lot. They're not a large group, but they're a collection of magic users who investigate anomalies and try to keep things out of people's hands. Now, some people believe that they question what they're doing with the things they find, but they're very more associated on strange occurrences, magical artifacts, things like that.
He's smart, talks in big words and long sentences. I will divulge any information. Although I would like to do it in such a way where I do keep some notes, but they're very disorganized. So it's more of what exactly just happened for us, where the group kind of fills him in on the information, and I just kind of confirm.
So he at this point he starts jotting down some like literal notes on a piece of parchment because this is a lot of information.
I will though after Trey starts like kind of starting to get into it, I'll just be like, maybe we should do the street.
Yes.
May does not partake in the conversation. She kind of busies herself with cleaning up the blood and avoiding eye contact at all costs, and not drawing attention to herself.
Also, where did Mimsy go? I'm looking around for Mimsy.
Mimsy's fucking gone, as far as you can see right now.
Okay.
She straight up saw this dude and was like, "Fuck," and just flew away. Yes.
So yeah, I'll bring us like just inside the manor or whatever.
Sure. Let's please. And he'll, as you guys continue this conversation, he'll start taking notes on everything that you're saying to him.
I'll pull him towards that room. Be room behind the bookcase.
Yes, this is very. I've heard reports of similar sites located.
And,
you see him wave a hand, just kind of like in an arcane way, and he goes, "Cyrilnax." And he writes it down on his like little piece of paper.
He also found these hidden away in here. Put the doll and the lockbox down.
Interesting. Crude, but could be effective. And he places it down. And what did just the doll is what you place on it?
No, I'll put the lockbox down as well.
You see him as you put the lock down. He fiddles the lock. He sees the like little gash in the metal from when Haven hit it, and he utters like an incantation, and you hear a loud knock, and the lock goes. He takes it off and he opens it, and it is filled with gold, silver, copper. Could be
Could
8 to 10 grand in here, maybe.
Could possibly be the taxes that missing over to the red hand or whatever they had written down in their books. The crimson hand. I do apologize.
Very, very astute of you, my large friend. And he puts his hand down to close it. I will make sure that the Lord Wingrave receives this. And he picks it up and like puts it under his arm.
Insight check.
Sure.
Also, do I remember where we heard that name before? Cyrenax?
I will say yeah, because it was literally just last night when you
Right.
were being attacked by these assassins. One of the last ones that you killed, shouting like I think you'd like for Cyrenax will have you or
Something
whatever.
Cyrenax or yeah. Okay, just like some
I think he was like Cyrenax will have you or something like that.
theme. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And I got a 5 for insight. So
Oh yeah. He's honest. He's being completely truthful that he is going to return this to Lord Wingrave in that kind of capacity. This, my friends, should be, and he takes the hair wrapped around the neck and takes it off the doll, and he just kind of see like a produced flame kind of appear, and it's just kind of the smell of burnt hair just should no longer pose a threat.
I'm going outside.
I assume this is I mean, he explains it in other ways, but it's basically a voodoo doll.
Yeah.
Had a piece of Lord Wingrave's hair wrapped around it, using it as leverage if she ever needed. Now it is but a simple doll. He like puts it back on the table.
Lowlander magic is so strange.
yes,
Magic
it's
is
the air
all
sickness.
magic. Strange, beautiful, wonderful. So few of us around though. And he
Truly.
starts to head back downstairs.
I'll like flick my fingers and some sparks and stuff from prestidigitation.
Commissioner, where did you study?
Always. It's in my blood. It's my clan, my tribe.
And he starts like looking you up and down and kind of like inspecting you. Like, I've heard of such being born with magic and the arcane. Never have I witnessed it. He'll just kind of start like looking around you, like seeing if there's anything strange about you.
Probably the strangest thing you probably notice about me is over internet tattoos and
Yeah. To grow up in such, I won't say uncivilized, but differently civilized places with such magic. Unheard of. But chose well. You folks are doing good work here, and I thank you on behalf of the Arcanus Assembly and of this town. If there's anything I can do for you, please do not hesitate to say it.
about what kind of who's in this room at the moment? Is it just me and
Whoever
Cora?
wants to be. Say Haven's definitely with you.
Yep.
Trey left.
Yeah, I
Kira's
stepped
with you.
up. Yeah.
They was cleaning blood, right?
Yeah, May did not follow. Correct.
I'll just whisper gently to. I don't remember his fucking name already. A fucking Minotaur. Nicola.
Nick. Nikolai or Nick? You said call him Nick.
Every time you say Nikolai, I'm thinking of
Mhm.
Nikolai.
Of while my gifts, my magic are, I've known the thoughts, so they've always been with me. I've always been intrigued to learn more. And you said
Intrigued to
you
learn more. You said?
yes, and you've said you are from this assembly.
The assembly is not a place of learning, but a place of those who have learned to use their skills for the betterment of Arcanus, of the continent of Sorin. We investigate, we track down strange magics to keep them populace from danger and to learn from them, to grow more. Someone of your skills, honestly, I've never met anyone like you. I don't know how it works, if it's the same thing. I'm sure it's much different.
I could say the same about yourself.
Oh, agreed. But unfortunately, I don't have the knowledge to guide you in direction. But more learned and more, you said you're heading to Valencia, more, we have a base of operations there, and perhaps someone more learned than I be able to guide you.
Interesting.
He pulls off like a strip of his robe, just rips it right off. But it has a symbol on it, and he hands it to you. He says, when you reach there, give this to my order. They will know that I sent you.
Thank you, and this will. I'm sure we both have much to learn.
As always, we do. Always the student. And he shakes your hand again and please, if we ever cross paths again, or if you can think of anything else, you'll have my help. Anything I can do for you.
Just one moment. I'll like sidebar with the group who's here.
Pretty much
want to
Nyman
say-
Haven right now.
Did Trey leave or is Trey still there?
He said he left the room. Yeah.
Okay. So, I'll just pull him. Do we want to say something about May? Maybe it's, I don't know. But she's definitely acting weird.
She definitely seems to not want to be near him.
She also mentioned cutting someone's tongue out.
Yeah, I was.
They're feeding it to them or something along the lines of that.
I'm interested in both reasons, but for the like tongue part.
Haven agrees. She's definitely been more aggressive.
I don't know why, but he's certainly the smartest person we'll see, and whether she's acting weird for who knows why.
He seems. I'm gonna turn around and kind of vibe check Nikolai.
Vibe check.
Give me a vibe check.
What's a vibe check? Insight?
A vibe check is an insight check for sure.
100%.
I will always just refer to insight checks and vibe checks if you want, because that's what they are.
Hey, 18 plus 2 for natural. Dirty 20.
What are you trying to ascertain about Nikolai?
Knowing from what I've learned about the assembly and what he's a part of. One, would I think he's trustworthy? And two, would this be something he would possibly know of?
So I'll say this. With an 18, the man seems very honest. He seems very earnest that he is appreciative of the things you've done. That he does intend on bringing the gold to Lord Windgrave. And you get that he seems very honest and trustworthy. That he at least means what he says. Or at least he has meant what he has said.
I'll just turn around back to him as well.
I would say on his abilities, you don't really have any idea. It's possible that he could at least figure out. He's definitely intelligent, and he knows a lot about magic. I'll say, like, compared to what your knowledge is, he knows a good chunk about magic. Very on par with what you've seen from May, and maybe definitely probably exceeds what you've seen from in this short little time that he just effortlessly uses magic.
I'll turn back to Kiro now. I believe it's our best shot.
I'll just get a Haven already said he was cool, so I'll turn around. Nikolai, we do have one thing. One of our friends has just been acting strange. Very weird in the mornings. And then very aggressive.
Her,
Otherwise,
How do you
her base
mean weird?
personality seemed to have changed.
I mean, when did you see such change?
like 4 days, 4 or 5 days ago, right? Four.
Yeah.
Like,
Was
I think it was more like 2 weeks.
you guys traveled for a few weeks and then camped out and that happened, and then I think it was 4 days travel to the town.
Okay, because
No,
I was
you're right.
feeling it based
You're
on a
right.
couple of
100%. You are
Yeah.
correct. It was 4 days
No, it was
travel,
4 or 5 days,
and then it was like 2 weeks to here. Yes,
Yeah.
Okay,
you
so
are correct. Sorry.
a couple of weeks.
It seems these couple weeks she's gotten more brash, aggressive.
I mean, with many enchantments that could do such a thing. Is anything that happened in that time period that you can remember? Did you meet anyone strange? Did you find anything strange?
Everything's
Tell me more.
strange. I kind of look to me and Kiro, who's like, everything's strange to us.
I understand,
But,
my friends. I came from the Ashlands myself when I was a boy. Much was strange to me then. But an object, a talisman, something like that, I could. Usually such enchantments require a physical touch of some sort.
I kind of clap and look at Kyle. Skull.
Oh?
We came across this strange skull sat on a tree stump.
Qualify for sure. Yes. I would need to, and he starts rifling through his bag. I need to go to my room. Across the hall at the inn. Across town at the inn. Meet me there. Bring your friend. Perhaps we can find out what is going on with them. And I must retrieve something. I owe it to you, my friends, for what you've done here and the information you've given me. You've expedited this investigation. Days, weeks, perhaps. Meet me there. 1 hour. And he starts heading it down and head out. May, you see this. You see Nikolai come out as you kind of realize how much blood is stained the road. He doesn't really notice you. No, he doesn't notice you. As he kind of like this and heads towards the end, which is only across, like you can see it from here, but he's heading that direction.
I'll come out.
Avoid eye contact and continue using prestidigitation to clean the road.
You guys see May is cleaning and almost obsessively cleaning the road from blood. Some guards have come and taken Lady Wingrave's body and brought it to the captain's guard captain's station, the barracks. We'll say.
Hello.
So what now?
Mimsy flies down. Is he gone?
Yeah. He went that way.
Okay.
I think we're in the clear.
Neat.
So what's up with that? What the fuck is up with that?
Give me a persuasion check for Mimsy, at least.
What he
Yeah,
said.
you can choose. You can choose whatever you'd like.
I can choose whatever I like for what.
I'm just saying he needs to roll to see if Mimsy will open up. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, okay. Be like, just
15.
somebody from my past.
Right, but it's
Yes. Well, I was once a librarian, and we worked in the same school. And let's just say that my exit was less than quiet, and I'd rather not drum up that part of my life right now.
Wait, you left too?
Oh, what's a librarian?
Left also? I'm sorry. Yes. I can't really. I don't. I'd rather not talk about it out here right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair.
She's like eyeing you the entire time now, like no, like really looking at you, like trying to remember something, but she can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys, you go do whatever you all are gonna do, and I'm gonna go head that way, and she's gonna
Oh.
point off into the woods.
we actually have a meeting.
And I need to go do some things. So I will see you all later. And ignoring Cairo, she just walks.
I'll just, as she's walking, I'll just be like, just meet us at the end. We have a meeting with the guard captain. Very important you're there.
Yeah, you go on without me. It's totally fine. You got this.
You have
Bye.
to be there.
I have to do nothing. See ya.
It was weird.
I just kind of like side eye at Kira.
Should I go get her? Or
We're
May
gonna
takes
have
off
to
to
do
run.
this.
I don't. Haven will chip in. I don't think she's gonna come willingly.
alright. I'll start sprinting after.
Dang.
I
just
want. It's pretty easy for you to catch up. You guys have the same movement.
Yeah,
And
but
I'm. And I'm
May took off at a sprint.
okay, May just
I-
ran.
so
So
did I.
okay. Then I want contested acrobatics right now.
I will.
But what's your
say one
speeds?
thing. My speed is 30.
Okay, so is May's.
So is hers. However, I just would like to say that this doesn't work great in D&D. I have way longer legs than her. There's no
Sure,
mechanic
sure.
for that. But
I'll
just
take that
want
into
to put it in your head.
consideration.
Yeah.
Give me acrobatics.
Okay.
This isn't about speed necessarily. This is about
I'm chasing as well.
evasion. Yeah. Haven and Mimsy just stay with Trey. Oh, not with Trey. Haven and Mimsy just stay behind.
So what part we rolling?
Acrobatics. Trey, if you want to give me a stealth roll, that's cool though.
Really bad. Okay.
Kiro,
15.
Oh, they are running and you're stealthing, so they're getting ahead of you.
Kiro twists his ankle and falls on the ground.
Okay.
16.
Emma? 16. May?
15.
Naima,
21.
you are able to for your stealth. You are keeping track of them, and they do not see you, but they are running. But Naima, you barely catch up, and you do get within arm's reach of May as she sprints.
Just for clarification, because I'm used to Jeff being here, I've got a 5.
Fair enough. That was a 1, I'm assuming, or just really
No,
bad.
it was a 2 plus 3.
Well, that's what I wanted to try and do, but I got to run it past you, see how this would work.
Okay.
Can I use mold earth to try and trip her and catch her as she's tripping.
I think since you beat her in the DC, I think that's perfectly possible.
Because it says I can dig a, like a 5-foot cube, so as
Yeah,
she
sure,
goes to
sure.
step, I'll like collapse the earth a little bit. So she does that little like you missed a step stumble.
You just like scoop your arm underneath her waist and just like grab her. What you
May
do?
I'm waiting for May to just be like,
we need you at this
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah. No, hold on. I'm looking to see if I don't have anything to counteract that, but I think I might have something that has something that counteract that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still pursuing.
is it?
So like, is there like talking? I'm trying to catch up.
Not a lot of talking happening yet, but you're trying.
Rivertown. Nope. Fuck, where is it? It's here somewhere.
What are you
No,
thinking
it
about?
Where? Tim, you and I talk too much.
I know. What are you looking for?
This is the skull stats.
Yeah. Okay. I got. It's
Oh, there it
What are you
is.
looking for? It's scorching skull. Scorching skull. It does. You can do scorching ray.
Just
No,
shit.
no, I don't see much.
No,
Anyways.
that's all it can do, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, sure, yeah. I trip.
You trip. Naima's arm goes underneath your waist, and then he begins to talk to you.
Let me go. No, just leave me alone.
I'm sorry, May, but we need you.
I'll say, Hero, at this time you catch up.
Do not consent. I do not. Let me go. You don't let me go, you're gonna regret it. I will make you regret it.
Alright. Sorry, guys. Nah, my God.
Intimidation.
Nah. If you're intimidated, be intimidated.
I'll,
I'm probably trying my best to hold on.
That's alright.
I am struggling, and as I'm struggling, I am going to throw a firebolt at his face if I can reach it, or just whatever parts I can see.
I'll say it's at disadvantage for sure, because you're way too close.
Yeah. Sure. Makes sense. Makes sense.
I would say it's probably at his feet. Yes.
Yeah. Disadvantage? Fuck.
Disadvantage.
12.
Your hands are like his arms are wrapped. Oh, what's your DC?
DC's 11.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot sorcerer. Fuck.
Let me
Give me
go!
damage. Give me a strength saving throw to hold on, Naima.
8.
I'm gonna use my reaction to use Stone's Endurance, and I can reduce the damage by 1d12 plus 2.
Could be nothing.
So 7 plus 2. So
Oh, okay. You
equal by
don't
9.
take any damage.
Oh, you didn't even get hit. It hits your feet, but it kind of just. No, the hands are down. May's hands are down, and but the firebolt goes off at your feet, and it just kind of into the ground. You still have a tight hold on her.
Midnight! I'm gonna get Midnight to like.
Yeah, your raven's gonna come down and start pecking at you.
And be like. And just like get up in your face, like not do anything. But
I will also note, Marmalade jumped off the second you started running.
Right, scaredy cat.
I'm sorry, mate, but I'm just gonna get a rag and I'm gonna.
You have sleep beholder.
No.
Whoa.
Give me a con save, May. Actually, what's your constitution?
Oh, my constitution. Not great, I'm sure.
As
13?
he's doing that, I'm just gonna bind her.
It's a +1.
You're working by her hands. Give me a What are you using to bind her hands? Rope?
I'm gonna do rope, but I'm gonna make sure that I go like right here so she can't get much finger movement.
You need to give me a sleight of hand because she is squirming.
Sure.
I need you to give me a strength hold to keep holding on to her while she squirms.
I should switch. Why am I doing
I
this?
know, right?
This is what's happening. This is what's happening.
I'm just gonna step out of my like hidden position with like as these two fucking giants are manhandling May right now, and I'm looking at May's
What was yours,
side,
Emma?
and I'm gonna look at my size, and I'm gonna look at May's size, and I'm like,
Which is hilarious because May is like tiny. She is so slight and thin and frail, and she's just giving
just
it
fighting it.
everything.
All right,
It's
now
like
what was
the
yours?
mountain
15.
and,
Okay, you hold on good.
Lucy just like,
You don't quite get it, Naima, Kiro. So I need another one. Side of hand. Kira, I need another strength while she wiggles.
I kick, and I pat and I punch, and I
One.
I'm screaming.
after I do that, I say, fuck this shit. And I'm just gonna grab her from Naima and just like hold her over my shoulder
Okay.
and just start
Um,
walking back.
Give me okay. So I will say you both give me strength checks, or strength checks to hold on to her for the next one.
Athletics. 'Cause it's like
Athletics is athletics is fine.
Oh, that's actually not too bad. With a -1, that's a 12.
16.
16.
I just beat you with 30.
Okay. And with that, May, while Naima holds the like rag to your face, you lose consciousness. You are fine, but you are unconscious.
Yeah.
So
Here,
I'm
now you
just
can
going
easily carry her.
I'm going to just have her on my
The
shoulder.
sleep condition.
I'm going to wave over Trey.
I'm fucking gone. I'm going back in that. Nope. I'm gonna watch this from a distance.
Alright,
Here,
so I
hold
just
on.
walk back to Haven.
That's a 17 for a stealth check.
It's a 9 for perception. So yeah.
My
I look
passive's
like
12.
Trey. So I'll walk back to Haven. Should we like I don't know.
Perhaps we shouldn't wait an hour. We should do a fight.
Yep.
I'm just gonna scream, Trey! We're going to the end. I'm just gonna start going.
You all start making
He's-
within. Mimsy does say, "Oh, I'm gonna check on Valen and Rick." And she like walks away, and flutters off.
Kuro just like face in his hand is just like, oh my god.
But you guys make it way back to the inn pretty quickly. It's not that far. If you'd have to ask where maybe Nikolai's room is.
Mhm.
But they give up that information pretty freely. The tale of what you guys have done is kind of spreading throughout now after saving the fire and fighting off assassins and now defeating this Lady Wingrave, who was this evil snake lady. So they point you to his room, and you hear some shuffling in there. The door is shut. One moment, please. One moment, and he opens the door real quick. And
We couldn't wait 1 hour.
see. Please, lay her over there on the couch. And he goes back to looking through his his larger sack.
I just would like to note too, Kiro's like huge and strong, but he's very delicate with May.
You guys put her down. He goes, all right. I'm going to put, and he pulls out a small circular stone that's in his hand. He goes, all right, we're going to put this in your friend's hand. And he puts it and he lays it right on her palm. And he closes her hand on it. But unfortunately, we are going to need to wake her up.
What did you put me out with?
He just knocked you out with, like, basically suffocated you until you fell asleep, and then you got air once you started breathing.
Just sleep choke hold you.
Basically sleep chokeholded you.
Jesus.
So it doesn't take long to wake up. You got a bit of a headache though. As they begin to rouse, Nikolai begins to rouse you. Mrs. Vale, please, please,
Oh,
hold
Jesus.
on,
Oh,
hold
Jesus.
on to,
Oh, no,
hold,
no,
hold,
no, no.
calm, hold on to the stone, please.
Do I have to?
Yes,
What are you going to do if I don't?
hold you while you hold the stone. The stone's already in your hand. You open up to look at it. Now, depending on what this is, this could take a lot of time. And as he says that, the stone just immediately starts glowing like this iridescent green. Oh wow, that was fast. Oh, this is not good. He looks down at the stone as it's glowing this like green color.
Hell no, good.
It's
Hell
like
no, good.
in May, you can feel it like humming in your hand, like you can feel it like vibrating to a degree.
I don't like this.
Your friend has, how do I say this in the common, curse upon her.
A what?
A curse. But this is magic that I've only seen once in my life when I was a small boy.
What? Oh, shit.
Don't know the details of your curse, but this could explain the change of, like you said, personality and aggressive behavior.
Ugh.
He bends down and picks up the stone, still glowing green. But this magic is ancient and old. I saw it once when I was an apprentice to my master. This is Fey magic.
I'm sorry. One more time for posterity.
Fey magic.
Fey
Magic, magic that's seeped into this world a long time ago. But I've only known of one being to wield this magic. He is far from here.
So I'm sorry. What exactly does that stone do?
Oh, it identifies curses pretty much. If a creature is cursed, it will emit a color and a vibration, and depending on the color, usually I've only ever seen it glow like a light blue, which is normal arcane curses that can come from practitioners of magic within our world. But
Right, and it
glows,
only shows the type of magic that you would have from whatever curse it is. It wouldn't show you any other kind of magic.
no.
Okay,
Only
cool.
shows
Good to know.
you
Good to know.
what type of curse. If it would glow red, it would be fiendish, devilish magic from the hells. If it would glow purple, it would
Wait.
be a necromantic of sorts.
Wait, you forced me to go unconscious.
Oh, you did?
Oh, shit.
Oh shit, you did. We're gonna backtrack. We're gonna backtrack here just a minute. Just some clarification that things you had to deal with while you traveled. As May goes unconscious, would you like to describe what May looks like?
So as May stops struggling and goes unconscious, you see her form shrinks a little, a couple of inches. The slightness of her becomes a little less muscular and a little bit more sickly frail than you would expect. Her horns disappear. The purplish hue at the tips of her hands and at her extremities goes white, as does the rest of her skin. And her hair starts to fall out of where it's being held in long, white, grayish strands.
So as you guys internally deal with this, kind of not speaking of it, all just staring at each other as you travel. To Nikolai, there's nothing changed for him. He just thought you just brought him a friend.
But he wouldn't have called me by name.
No, you're right. So he did not do that. He just called you Miss, or not even that. He just called you you. He's like, all right, you know, so as you wake up, as you're asking these questions, you see the white flash of your hand, Dale.
Shit.
And he turns, and he kind of ignores her now, and he turns to the rest of you and goes, I can.
All I'm gonna say is Norm is gonna be slightly wide-eyed, looking at Kiro, looking at Nikolai.
Kiro left the room.
I would have stayed. Okay, I'm looking at Nikolai.
Okay.
Looking at May.
So Nikolai looks at Naima.
Oh.
Now, this is magic I've only seen when I was a small boy. Only one being I know of in our world wields this kind of magic that I am aware of. I could send you to him, but I tell you, it would not. He is not trustworthy. And he is difficult to get to. But I fear if this kind of magic plagues your friend, and he's not speaking like in whispers, but he is definitely trying to like turn away from May while like he's saying this. If this progresses, you could very well lose your friend to blindness or her emotions.
Okay, big man. All right. So, would you say that for me one more time, please?
I'm sorry. This magic is alien. This magic comes from a realm that we no longer have contact to for thousands of years. I met a being when I was a young boy and in a prison who wielded such magic, or I was told so. But if you do not, I do not have the power to undo what was done. But I do have the ability to send you to someone who does. They are just no mischievous and dangerous.
Who?
I don't know his name. I was a boy when I saw him. My master brought me with him on assignment. We were to question him, but we left with more questions than answers.
So what you're telling me is it's one person, the only person in our realm that could possibly have anything.
I am aware of, yes.
It's locked away.
Yes. He, from what I remember, feeds on chaos and discord. But he is the only one I know who might have an idea of how to reverse whatever's being done to your friend. And let's just take a quick break because it's like 10:43.
I was about to say, while he starts talking about all this, I'm kind of gripping my
are back on. Screens
no.
back on. We are good to go.
Well, as we get back, here you're out puking in the hallway. Hey, again, you stand in front of Nikolai as he tells you this. Again, I only know of this one being who knows such magics.
So, how exactly would you? Sorry, I haven't spoken this way in a while. How exactly would you get us there?
I know of a circle not far from the prison. I
Uh-huh.
could teleport you there.
And
But it
how
would
would
be
you,
a. Go ahead.
how would you get us back?
Unfortunately, it would be a one-way trip. I can unfortunately not accompany you due to my responsibilities here, and I would be of not much help when arriving there.
I'll come back in, sort of hearing the end of that. Could you could you meet us back at that circle in a set period of time? You give us 4 days, and you meet us there to bring us back.
That could be arranged. I have too many tasks here to stay and go with you. I could perhaps we could arrange for a time. But if you're not there, I will have to continue my work.
So,
I'm not stuck.
on that note, as we said, arranging, we are still currently tasked with delivering to Valencia.
You have work. And I tell you this.
That was going to be my next question. From your knowledge of this, do you have a time frame?
May gets up and walks out.
Okay. From the teleportation circle, it should be 6 days travel, perhaps.
I'm asking about the curse.
Depending on how fast and accelerated the aggression comes. I don't think she would last a month. That's early October, so he's pretty much saying he's worried, but by the end of the month, this would be May would not be May.
How long does it take to get to Valencia?
You guys still have a month to travel.
Do you have a circle in Valencia?
I don't have access to that one. I'm fairly low ranked. The only reason I know of the one in the Ashlands is because I've been there before. I have my master's studies. I unfortunately have been between renting horses and walking from Valencia to here. Came now.
I look Kiro, getting the eyes.
Not Valencia, but sorry. Like he said, he has been spending time walking.
I believe this should take our full attention.
You're right. I think
I understand it is unhonourable to let down a request.
Haven will speak up. We were paid, but we've taken this far. Maybe we just forego.
could we arrange for some of the town's guard to go with her?
Jobs, but I think with everything going on, they might need them.
Tim, you're real quiet again.
Perhaps, but I wonder if, with everything going on here, if the town won't need them.
I mean, certainly.
Retaliation or something from the Crimson Hand. I mean,
Possibility. Could we perhaps find some other freelancers like ourselves?
yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, we would have to ask Mimsy the Archimedes herself.
I agree. I think that should be our next move. We also need to find May. There's some questions that we don't have answered.
A would have gone back to her room.
Yeah.
She would have taken a new form, that of Dot, and she would have walked down into the bar and sat down and started drinking.
Nikolai's still here, right? I think we need to discuss it, but let you know. When are you leaving?
I was scheduled to leave tonight, but I can probably forgo a day or two. You've all provided me with excellent information for my investigation. So
Good. We'll be in contact.
I'm sure if the sky permits it, we shall cross paths again.
we'll await your return.
And
Know this.
thank you for this.
Least I could do for what you've done. But know this. I cannot make promises that I will be able to retrieve you. I do not know what this road in my investigation leads to. But I will do my best to retrieve you on the appointed time. Or send someone in my stead.
Thank you.
I make no promises.
Go.
I'll wait till Kiro leaves the room, and if Haven leaves, to speak
Yeah.
alone with Nicola.
I think Haven has enough of perception to see you that you're lingering, and he would make himself scarce.
Yeah, I'll just muster Bucky and.
Oh, to shorthand this, all I'll be asking is more details about the prison, what might be expected on arriving. If you know it's a prison, does he know anything about getting into it?
Sure. Give me
And,
he's pretty willing to give you whatever mission he has, so.
And then we also need to arrange a date to meet at the portal for him to take
You back.
to send us there.
Yeah.
Because we're probably gonna need a day or two.
Well, he says that he needs at least a day to create the portal and link it to that portal that he knows.
Perfect.
He just prison
If
that has been there. He's going to tell you a little bit about the prison stuff.
It's
your question.
if you want to just send me a later or wherever.
Sure, no. He'll tell you. It's not a lot of information. What I can tell you is that this prison has been here since before I was born, possibly before the formation of the Noxian Empire and the divide of the 5 nations. It has always
I just
existed.
tilt my head a little bit out of
Rumored, my master once theorized that the prison was created around something. Contain it. The creation of the Gates Eternal. It's not guarded by any man or beast, but mechanisms and traps. Be on your guard.
Guarded by what? Sorry?
Mechanisms and traps. And all sorts of things, but none living. You don't know the true name of this being. And I'll admit, when I met him, I was but a young boy. He stirred me to his core, my core. Master just called him the one who smiles. I will be here when you have, in a day's time, when you've figured out when you'd like to leave. You come to me.
Of course. Thank you.
Good luck, Naima. And I don't know your own name, but he repeats your entire name.
I thank him. I give him a hearty handshake, and my clan had a special greeting of someone of power, and I'll do that. I'm making this all on top of my head. I'll figure out what
Sure. No, you guys do that, though. He, not knowing your customs, though, he is very respectful of your customs.
I'll make him know what
Yeah.
it is.
In my people, my tribes in the Ashlands, we had a way of addressing people with others with respect. He puts both hands on your shoulders, and he just fucking headbutts you. Then he bows, and he opens the door for you to leave.
Wipes the blood off of his face. Those fucking horns just bang.
The horns are over here. It's flat-headed headbutt, but
He's got he's got a furry face too, so it clumps together on one side.
oh yeah. But Naima, as you go down, the rest of you see Mimsy, Rig, and Valen around the table. Mimsy's kind of hiding in the corner of a booth. I'll say May or Thale. You can see all this. You see your companions come downstairs. Trey, what are you doing?
I'm gonna meet the giants when they come down to the bar and be like, I've lost her. I don't know where she is. It's 2 times tonight.
I'm sure with what's been found out, she needs time.
I'm gonna go get a hot chocolate then.
And I'm pretty sure she'll probably might slit our throats in the night.
She's not slit my throat. I'm not the one that, just tied her up like a pig and, took her somewhere. Jeez, guys. You guys remember, you're pretty big dudes, right? You gotta make a promise to me right now. You
It's
don't do
for
that to
her
me.
own good. Only if not needed.
You can see Valen kind of standing up and like waving his hand up to you, and maybe like motioning you to the table.
I'll approach.
I'm gonna go up to the bar first and sit down next to. What do you think the percentage chances I sit down next to May?
Why don't you sit down,
Okay.
and then May will tell you where she's sitting.
Okay, I sit down on the one of the ends, like the end closest to me.
And how close do you think you are?
Dot would be somewhere probably in the middle, closer to the stairs. Like 2 or 3 stools in, maybe, from the stairs.
So I'll sit on like the end stool.
Sure.
And then Dot, I would just see like Kiro just like put his head in his hands, order a drink, and then like stay over there for a little bit, and then eventually like big sigh, and then
The bartender pours you a drink and puts it in front of you. As you like, don't even touch it for a minute, and your head's in your hand. He looks down. He looks over at you. Brings the cup back, and he takes a bigger cup and puts it in front of you. Pours that in, and then just pours a little bit more.
Pal. Grab it.
Nods at you. A dwarven man nods and
Yeah.
cleans his glass.
Dot side eyes you.
I look at her, catch her eye, and I just.
What does Dot look like?
So Dot, funny enough, is an ashen skin Goliath, with tattoos that kind of like come up the neck and out over the ears and down the cheekbones, and then there are 2 lines down the chin. And then the ones down the neck kind of like snake up and over the shoulders and come around. And my gear doesn't really change, but the shifting shirt would change at will. And so the clothing is a little bit more like leathers, like leather clad tunics and things like that, but still fairly light. Little bit taller, standing closer to like 6 foot 6'1", still medium sized creature. And
He is Goliath.
shoulder length black hair.
I'll just look at her, do the nod. Where are you from?
Far away.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, have a good one. I'll just up and head over.
You head over. Everyone else is already sitting around the table. You hear Valen. So, what is the plan? My mistress is eager to continue on.
About
Our work
that.
here is done. Yes.
It seems like something has came up that we have to deal with immediately.
Is it
Mimsy pops up.
sorry,
Go
is
ahead.
it busy in here? Are there a lot of people? Can I hear them talking from the bar?
No, I wouldn't say it's that busy in here, and I would say it's small enough that yeah, you could probably hear them if you were listening.
Not whispering, so
Oh, that is disappointing. You? Oh. She looks at Valen, kind of like confused, like doesn't really know what to say.
I know as from understandings of the lowlander customs, it is not honorable to break employment or contract. But the point of interest that has come up cannot wait.
Ask what it is you're so eager to do. You would break your employment.
Friend
News.
of ours, whether she will consider us a friend anymore, seems to have come under something which can only be undone at a land far from here.
Meg turns to Mimsy to say that and goes, I'm gonna step outside. But, she looks at you. You're not. I'm fine. Valen can come. And she'll look at Valen and nod her head at him, and they get up from the table and they go to walk away. I understand. It's unfortunate, but I think we made it this far, and
If
Valen and I will look into town to see if there's anyone else who can take us. That's fine.
that was what I was about to suggest, if I understand you gave us funds in advance, so I'll put a bag of 20 gold.
No. You've taken us this far. The rest of the way was when you got there. And you've certainly earned it twice full. Use the rest of our funds to find somebody else. It's fine.
I do sincerely apologize about this.
Dot. As you're standing there at the bar listening to this, out of the corner of your eye, you see a small person come to stand next to you at the bar. and you see Rig put his hand on your shoulder, saying, they just want to help. You should go with them. And then he turns and just to walk away and meet Valen at the door. Like Valen lost sight of him for a second, and then he sees him and they go outside.
Fucking weirdo.
I know, right? These fucking lowlanders.
I thank you for what you've done. I do sincerely hope we meet again.
I get up from my stool
Mhm.
and I stalk over to Mimsy and I look down at her. I go,
Help you, dear.
what's his problem?
Problem?
That one.
Who are you pointing to?
Rig.
Oh, Rig went outside.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Rig went with
Yeah,
Valen
I point
outside.
after him.
Why do you ask? What are you getting at? Who are you?
He sees through me.
Boy, and she starts packing things up like, I'm sorry, thank you for your help, but I have to go now. And she like
Now?
starts to He's she sits back down. He's the reason we are going to Valencia.
Yes, I know.
Us. Seeking
Ha-
he's special.
How do you know
Special
this?
how?
Who are
Who
you
are
and
you?
why do you want to know?
Please don't hurt me. Is someone good? You're still employed right now.
I start standing up. I know Shintageru.
I look over my shoulder at them and I like push her out the door and like walk out with her.
Help me.
Following.
Hey. Where you go? She is definitely going to start flapping her freaking wings to like try to get away
Yeah,
at this point.
I'm holding on to her vest. It's like
Right. Sure. Hold on a minute. I have to get your character sheet up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna straight up Misty Step 30 feet into the air. And a puff of feathers like, whew, Phelan, grab the boy!
Have we lost her?
I think we lost her.
Yep.
Yeah, they kept.
Hey, and she's gone.
You straight up Misty Step.
Sorry, you didn't actually lose me. My camera just froze.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, Misty steps in a puff of feathers and is flying 30 feet above you, and she starts hollering for Valen and Rig. She's legitimately freaking out at this point.
Hey! I wasn't going to hurt you!
Don't know you! Valen, they found us! They found us! And she just starts flying towards Valen.
Who's they?
Who is she?
Who are you? Highlander.
Highlander. I walk off.
Highlander. We're Highlanders. If she's walking away and not towards like Rig or Valen or them, I'll let her go.
Damn.
Are you walking towards Rig and Valen and them?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll follow them, and not. Oh, and she's back. I'm not gonna like I'm just gonna get between them, like rush.
As you guys get there, you see that Mimsy and Rig and Valen are rushing to the cart. Rig's yelling, not yelling, but speaking like she's not gonna hurt me. Like she's fine. And like, what are you talking about? And just like pushing him into the cart. No, they found us, Valen. They're coming after us. Quick.
Listen to the boy. Not going to hurt you.
And then Rig, like in frustration, you can see he's pretty emotionless child at times, but you can see the frustration build in his face, and he goes, "Mimsy, no, madam, no, that's May."
Do we hear this?
Oh yeah, he doesn't say quiet.
I just look at Dot.
Mimsy stops, like flying. She's flying in midair, like with her feet on Rig's shoulders, and she kind of stops and like cocks her head.
I see Marmalade.
Yeah, I mean, Marmalade's hanging around like you guys right now.
She's not like
He's following you.
Mm.
I will state he is following you since May left the room.
Okay. I'll just stare her down.
Sorry, she's making us leave.
No, it's fine. I just don't want to be May right now.
Alright. Norma kind of starts shrinking back a little bit.
Perhaps we find somewhere private and we can talk. I'll explain. Trust you. You've gotten us this far. She'll bring you to back. I guess you guys to go back to the end. Not really anywhere else to go that you have that's yours. She goes, and Valen and Rig are over by the bar. She doesn't want to have this conversation with Rig there. The boy is special. I found him when I was working at the Ingmar Academy. It's a school to the north. Been a librarian there for many years. Not really the best practitioner of the arcane, and the job. When the boy appeared to me, and he was different. He saw things, and knew things, but also doesn't know things that he should. His family, or where he came from. And our wizards attacked. Were infiltrating the school, more so. They had discovered that he was here, so I believe. So I took the boy and I ran. I fled. Now I seek answers. And only the library in Valencia has those answers, I believe. On what he is. Hey, how long ago did you leave the school? Remind me.
Couple years.
I hid him for many years while I worked there, but then when these practitioners came, fled, he hasn't aged a day since we left. The boy has stayed the same. Something else. I am determined to find out for his and my protection. I am very hush-hush about what's going on. He obviously, as I said, he sees things that we do not. He knows things he shouldn't.
I look over at Cairo and do you think maybe the answers for Rig are at the same place?
Don't know, maybe. If this one that smiles is the only one that could help May, or you, maybe he would know about Rick too, I don't know.
I'm not sure what you speak of, but we must make it to Valencia. With or without you.
Miss Archimedes, we're going to go to this prison where there's this I don't know what they call it, but this old ancient smart person who can help May. His friend Nikolai says that she is cursed.
Here. Unfortunate. I'm sorry. I do believe that you should go. I can't put the boy in danger for her.
I
Sorry.
think what we're saying is he might be able to tell you about Rick too.
I honestly don't have the slightest clue what you're talking about. But I know there are books within the library that can help me.
But this
Mm,
thing
mm,
is older
from-
than
She,
books.
she puts her like winged hand on you and looks you in the eye, Karen. And that's where I'm going. If you find out anything, though, I'll appreciate any information that makes my way.
Can't. I don't know how we could help you without him.
Going. I thank you for your help in getting us this far. Thank you all. Yeah, I pray to the gods. I wouldn't be in the field that I'm in I pray for you. To whoever's listening. He turns and like hollers to Valen. Valen, I think we should leave.
I put my hand on her shoulder, and I just go. I'm afraid of what will happen to you if you go far from us.
Instead, we've been traveling for some time without you, and we'll do fine again. Well, thank you. See, and if as long as you don't hold her back, she's going to continue to go towards Valen and Rig to get out.
Before they leave, I just want to like wave Brig over.
Right.
'Cause I imagine they're, like,
Reluctantly, reluctantly he'll look
go.
at Mimsy and then she'll nod at him and he'll come. Yes.
Just want to look around, make sure Valen isn't hiding, trying to listen.
He's with Mimsy.
Okay. Hey, bud. I know you're smarter than you maybe look.
I not look smart.
I don't know what smart looks like.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. I'm sorry. That was really mean. Do I look?
It's okay. Yes, very.
But listen, I know Mimsy's just trying to protect you, but you think you need to, go somewhere else. Just, we're here. We'll be around for the next day or so if you need to get away from her. I don't think you do. It's up to you.
Smiles. He goes, thank you. I appreciate it. She doesn't protect me. She needs me.
You okay?
You said?
You look after her. Okay.
Well, you're really pretty. And then he just goes to Mimsy.
Fucking weirdo.
I wait for the three of them to leave, and then I flip a table and walk upstairs.
Sorry. You lost.
You guys that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So, you guys sit there. Haven goes, so, what are we going to do? Are we going? Is May coming?
I mean, yeah.
I believe we do need to talk to her, but I do believe me or she probably doesn't want to see mine or Kara's face at the moment.
That's fair. That makes sense.
Considering what we had to do.
Right.
Guess I can talk to her. Maybe Trey. She probably hates you the least.
Yeah.
From the same town.
I mean, I could try.
I'll give him a little kick.
Okay.
What?
They sent me up here. Can you at least let me in?
The door.
Opened.
Yeah. Slide in. Just do it. Inspect real quick. Now, not that it means anything.
Yeah. It's just towering female Goliath in front of you.
Oh, geez, you're not the person I'm looking for. I must have the wrong room.
I grab him by the shirt and I throw him inside.
Door turned shut.
Are you okay?
Define okay.
Oh man, that's a good question. You know, like okay. You know? Like you get like a stomach ache and you still have to do something, like you're okay enough to like go do it, but you know, you have a stomach ache. You know what I mean? You okay?
Physically, I'm fine.
Why do you look like one of the Highlanders? Like, is this something you do? Like, I'm not trying to press. I just, you know, don't want to be surprised anymore. I just think there was enough surprises tonight.
I feel stronger like this.
Really? You know, I don't agree with the tactics that were used tonight, but I do think they have a point. I mean, if we're not all on our game, then we're not operating right, and holes are gonna open. So I do think that seeing if we can get you right is smart. But are you cool with that?
I don't know.
And she's probably hard as fuck to read right now, right? She's like goddamn Goliath.
Give me an insight check.
Oh man.
You're hiding it. May I give me
I
deception
mean,
with advantage because you are a completely different looking person.
She's not hiding anything.
it's actually pretty good. It's 21.
Pretty easy to read right now.
She's angry. And hurt. Just a general air of frustration, but also you can see tears kind of brimming in the corners of her eyes. And she's kind of clenched as if she's fighting extremely hard to keep composure.
Gotcha. Look, I've never been good at pushing the conversation where, or maybe as far as it needs to go. But I don't want you to feel worse right now. So, take the night. I heard the guys outside. They were waiting to get the rooms. That there's really good breakfast, and maybe we could sit down and get on the same page in the morning after a night's rest. Or do you want me to bring them in now?
And you're gonna kind of just like Dot's going to hang her head in her hands, and you see the form of her shrink back down until she's tiny, tinier than May, standing 5 foot, super frail looking, entirely white, hair hanging down long past her waist, and she just starts sobbing.
Oh boy. Man, Trace.
And there you turn around. You can see Marmalade up on top of a dresser.
Just
I'll watch it.
I'm gonna kneel down by the door. I'm gonna take out some of my rope and just weave it along the bottom of the door, creating like the vines that we have similar in the trees around Rivertown. I'm gonna cast snare on the door, and then I'm just gonna, I don't know, go put my arm around May. I don't know if I really will say anything, but just try to console her how I can.
So you sit there, you put your arm around May, you just get that release of sobbing, that release of crying, getting it all out, all your frustrations that you're feeling. And I would say even for the first time since you picked out that skull, there's a moment of relief from that aggression that's burning inside you, that fire that's been there ever since. There's a moment where it dims. Sit there as long as you.
I mean,
Was that?
I said, and you guys can sit there as long as you'd like.
I don't know how I didn't figure it out myself. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
oh, you're not stupid. I mean, maybe interested, and how that probably will benefit us more than it will affect us wrong. I mean, it's not completely your fault. Plus, from what I heard, this is like a thing that pulls people in, you know? I mean, honestly, I should be thanking you, because if I would have seen it first, my intuition is less than yours. I would be probably shooting Kiro with something right now. This is not helping.
It's not just the skull. I was doing so well. And not being found. And then they just walked me through town. For everybody to see me like this.
Like what? What?
What am I supposed to hide?
Wait, why are you hiding from someone? And why are you worried about what you look like? I mean, I don't think it really matters. I mean, kinda does, because you're super scary Goliath like the Uplanders right now. So I would say, like, it's really...
Well, she was. Now she's in her natural.
Oh yeah, that's right. But, I mean, that was... That's also cool. I mean, I wish I could do something like that.
You don't. No, you don't.
No? Why are you running? Who are you running from?
Everybody.
Everyone? They're running from me? You're not running from me right now, though.
No.
You know,
You wouldn't. You wouldn't understand, Trey. You weren't. You weren't born into a world that just hates the fact that you exist.
oh, you're right there. I don't understand. But that doesn't mean I can't try to. My mom always said that, there's better listeners than the other ones.
This time, Marmalade has made his way to the bed, and he starts kind of like getting on Trey's lap as he's talking to you. Kind of that circling, kneading bed type thing, like biscuits.
It's like the first cat that's ever gotten near me in my life.
I don't know that I'd call him much of a cat.
What do you mean? He looks like a cat. Is he purring?
He was, but now he's not.
Right.
So, what?
Do you remember that body in the woods? Where we found Marmalade?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Marmalade
do.
jumps off your lap onto the ground, just kind of starts walking around, sits and just kind of watching this.
Is that why you're running? Is that why you're worried about being found?
I don't know, but he was like me.
What's that mean? He was like you. Like smart? Can do like super cool things that I can't even think about doing?
Right. Look at me. He was a changeling.
Have I ever heard of changelings?
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana? Well, this is a big fat no.
Well, okay, I'll say Arcana or Nature.
Say
Say Arcana or Nature.
It's
For
an
history.
11 for Arcana. Nature is a 13. Same with history.
Folklore, fairy tales. There's folk tales of changelings coming in the night and stealing children and replacing them with undetectable monsters that turn into these shape-changing skinwalkers, and your child's lost in the Feywild. But that's not a thing that really is said much more anymore, because those are old fairy tales and folk tales. There's no,
Yeah, and just by deduction, we've been together for a couple weeks, and none of that's happened to us.
she hasn't.
So,
None of that's happened. Yes,
yeah,
that you're aware of.
Yeah. I'm gonna,
But that's, I would say, that's the only folk tales you ever heard, was like those changelings come steal your baby. Change them with changeling.
Hopefully this experience will give me the words when the next one comes. But all I can say, May, is if
That's not my name.
well, that's what I mean, do you
May is
want?
the name of my friend. My name is Dale.
Fail?
Just spell that.
Theil. And when I look like a Goliath, I go by the name of Dot.
It's kind of funny because Goliaths are big and typically dots are small. So, you know.
I thought it was funny too.
I'll chuckle. So, here's one thing. I don't know. I'm not gonna force you to do anything. I don't really believe in that. You know, my older brothers and sister used to pick on me for that, but what I do know is I feel a lot safer when the big guys are around. And if you're hiding from something, it's better not to do it by yourself. I mean, they actually they care. I mean, their approach was horrible today. It was just not. It made me very uncomfortable. But their heart's in the right spot, and if we can figure out what to do with this, then maybe we can focus on the next step, which is, you know, making sure people don't want to fucking chase you ever again, because that's not cool. I mean, you guys help me, I'll be there for you.
It's not even worth it, though. Like, this whole thing that you guys are planning to do, it's not even worth it. Like, if you just leave me be, lock me up somewhere. You heard the professor. In a month's time, you won't have to worry about me at all, because I'll just take care of myself.
No, I don't think I can live with myself that way. You know, I mean, and I don't think if we did that we would still be together in a month. You know.
Kind of the idea.
Yeah, but I need you guys in like a month and 2 months, and probably hopefully like a year and past that. I need you there, because you know that's what we do for each other. I think they sent me here so that you thought you had a choice, but I really think they're going to be quite adamant about making sure you get better. You know, and I think if you talk to the guys, I mean, they'll do anything for you, or any of us. I mean, they were more worried about how you were going to feel about them at a certain time, because they wanted you to get better. So, I don't think you're going to be hopefully dying, you know, or not dying in a month. We got this. We can do it. We have the Minotaur guy, right? He's going to drop us right where we need to go. Can't tell you how to feel, but you got people here. We can beat it.
Just talking to someone, right?
Yeah, I mean, can't be any weirder than the stuff we've already encountered. So, you know, I mean, literally just fought a snake person. Like, jeez.
Honestly, when you've been as many places as I have and you've seen as much as I have, it doesn't seem that weird.
Well, so that's another reason why you have to get better, because I need to hear all those stories. I've never been outside of Rivertown except for this.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Thanks, Trey.
How's your health? How are you overall? And we've been sitting here for a while. I'm sure with my high passive, like, is you healthy?
Oh, she could probably use a few good meals.
Yeah. Right.
She doesn't look like she's well nourished.
Okay, I'm gonna pull some of my fish jerky that I have out, and you know, I like to think of it like banana chips, like dehydrated banana chips.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like sand chips.
Oh, God.
Dehydrated fish scales.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
fish.
it's but you know, don't break a tooth on it. Chuckle, chuckle.
So, unless there's anything else, you all make it to your rooms for the end of the night, as this day has transpired. Yes, Naima.
Two things I want to do. One,
You're alone in your room before anybody else comes to you.
first thing I want to do, I want to set up my ritual with my orb. And I'm just going to question. Yeah. So, I'm just going to bear my feelings to it. Full of shit.
Okay.
What?
You know,
What?
vomit dump, like word dump on it.
Yeah.
Emotionally dump, vomit. All right.
So,
Interesting. So what? Give me the general gist of what you're dumping onto it. Your orb, the Satan's eye.
easy.
Oh. I want to save me. I understand the way we did this was absolutely fucking horrible. But at the time, I did not see another way. It's... This group of people, ever since leaving my lands, losing my tribe, I've considered these people family, my new tribe. If this you, Titan's Eye, can do anything about this, please.
You hear the crackling of thunder in the back of your mind. The sounds of rain begin to pour low. You look out your window and there's no rain. And you simply just hear a voice within your within your spirit. It's not a verbal sound, but the thoughts. Those sound like in your voice or in your head, but they come from somewhere else. And you just hear, keep me close. Powerful. To help your friend, you will be.
I'll finish up doing that. I'm gonna wait till everybody's gone up. Once Kiro comes in, and he is absolutely snoring his head off in his bed. I'm gonna...
Kiro needs a sleep machine.
Hey,
What are you gonna do?
Sneak out the room.
Okay.
Try and not wake Kiro up.
not rolled.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
even make a roll.
I'm gonna make my way over to May's door. And tap lightly.
Like tapping on your door. I'm assuming you're a light sleeper, so.
I will say, if you're awake, I simply. While I may not understand, well, you rightfully so should probably want to kill me for what we have done.
When you say that, the door opens.
All right. Anybody near that door? I'm like, whoa, I'm not a light sleeper, so I wake up. No. I need to make a dexterity 13 saving throw because I did cast a snare spell on that door.
You did.
That's dex save.
Be funny.
11.
Yeah, that's a fail.
It's like, May, you were upside down, hung off up on like the
Before
ceiling.
the door can open, you hear a
Also, you get the hit on the door. The door like swings as you like pull it, and you're pulled out. Your feet out from underneath you. Nah, but you just see. Who does he see?
Vale.
Okay, you see they all just upside down in a snare trap.
Shit, no! I'll pull my short sword out and start cutting it down.
It don't come out a bad time.
Well, the middle of the night isn't great timing. But I'm not going to kill you.
Well, it's hard to say in common, but
Then say it in giant. I don't care.
I'll say in giant then.
I understand and respond in giant.
Can't understand that.
I say something in giant after both of them, just like from the background.
As you like open your door, you say something. You like close it, go back into your room. So everybody's.
I wouldn't have let Trey leave.
Yeah,
I would have asked him to stay.
Okay.
okay,
understood.
That's why I set the trap on the door. So
Understood. I forgot about that. Sorry.
Well, I know what I want to say, but I don't know how to fucking say it. Oh.
From your heart, nightmare.
Fuck. While I may not understand what you were going through, I simply wish this is gonna take a while, wow. And I can just may I come in? Oh,
As you enter Vale's room.
I'll just word vomit my whole backstory out.
Okay.
I'll explain how tribe got wiped out by orcs, got raised by Memento on his own, how I came to see Hero as a brother of mine, and what path I seek at the moment, which is to gain power to have revenge while, like I said, while I may not understand, there's lots I do not understand. What, what I'm trying to get across is I shouldn't have gone about the way we handled it. I want to apologize for that. But with what was affecting you at the time that this skull is cursed, I didn't see any other way. Even though we've only spent these few weeks together, I've come to regard this group as family. I do not wish for harm or anyone to die. That's why I took such rash actions. I've got to just kneel down on my knees, head lowered.
Marmalade will do that cat rub against your knee, scratching its own back on you.
I imagine that Dale is sitting on the bed and you, like, what, knelt in front of her?
I'm kneeling down to like a bowing apology where I'm trying to be lower than you.
Dale will walk up to where you're bowing and just kind of, like, tap you on the shoulder.
Gonna stay bowing.
Can you just get up a little bit, please? Like, just look at me, please.
I'll look up.
And then she, like, takes your face with both of her hands and presses her forehead to yours. And she just goes,
I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry that you've been through so much. And I'm sorry that you're about to go through more. But I need you to promise me that if it comes to the rest of you or me, you choose the rest of you.
I'll try, but I cannot make promises.
Fine.
It's not gonna matter because we're gonna figure it all out.
Trey, I wish I had your optimism. But for now, I'll settle for some sleep.
Yeah.
Well, that is one, but I will promise one thing. That we will figure this out.
I wish I believed you.
I do believe you.
You all, as you all
Silverfin
head,
out.
Naima, you head to your bed. Trey, I assume you still stay in the room
Yeah.
with Vale. You gotta lay down for your night. You sleep. Drift away. At one point,
I go to sleep hugging tight inside.
yeah. At one point, Trey, you feel soft tapping on your face as you lay there. a furry paws. See Marmalade, this orange tiger cat just looking at you, pawing you. No one will believe you. And he just goes under the bed and jumps onto May's bed and like curls up. And let's just end there.
Amazing. I would like to claim credit for that.
You know what though? I actually didn't think about that conversation until you just said that. But still, it just seemed like a good moment.
Perfect.
But usually
boy.
nobody else is in there.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have
Cool.
Sen of Shadows coming up this Tuesday, and then we are back into Dorithia next weekend. So stay tuned to our Twitch, and we'll update the schedule.
Wait, hold on.
Good job
Holding on. No,
tonight.
next week is what? Next week is the 22nd.
What's that mean?
Oh yeah, because we're. Well, I was looking at my calendar, but it was saying the 16th.
Oh, yeah.
Which is tomorrow.
Yeah, mine's too.
I don't think we'll have. I think I'm canceling next week
Okay,
for Drith.
all
I'll
right.
probably be at camp, right?
Oh, I have going to a wrestling match.
Fucking suplex.
What day is that at? Oh, you're going to the other one. Yeah, okay.
I will let
They will-
Tez
they will-
know about that.
Okay, yeah, please do.
Yeah. He's in the chat, so I'll send some out for Jeff too. So.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. That was-
Really an emotional night.
That was
Yeah.
a heavy sesh. I like those moments where I didn't have to do shit for so long.
I'm not gonna lie, I did actually tear up through some of that.
Yeah, those are the best. Those
Like,
are the
I
best.
felt so bad.
my guy,
It made me feel so bad.
my guy's like.
I want to clarify. I was not actually crying at any point.
I
So you
questioned it
all
for a
know.
second, and then I was like, no, she's just really good.
Like
Okay.
trying to
Good
have
stuff, good stuff.
an emotional conversation with a 17-year-old.
No, it was great. Trey was the
like-
perfect person to sit up there.
Yeah.
It was very much like there, you're all right.
Yeah.